Well, hey, welcome to the Ruckus podcast where we talk about being a person of influence and how you can impact the culture and the world around you. I'm really excited. I'm here today with my friend Michelle Moses, right, who is someone who has a pretty significant impact. She's going to talk all about it today.
You've said this before, that it takes a village. And so we can be the village. So people can be the village. I remember for 1 year for county, I gave them these little, I think it was like little cards, and it said "Be the village" because it was cute. But it's true. Each and every one of us can be the village. So you might be a neighbor. You could make dinner for a resource family that's busy and crazy. They have therapy appointments. Like, being a resource parent is not like being a parent, a typical parent. Unless you have a special needs kid, unless you had a kid that had medical needs, or you have a child with autism, those parents what they go through is very similar of what resource parents do. You have therapy, right? You're trying to get them into sports. They might have tutoring. You have all these services that you have to do. You're on the run. Well, if you're a neighbor, maybe you can make dinner for them. Maybe you could ask them, how can I help you? How can I help you in your journey? Maybe you could pick up that kid that 1 day a week where they're always trying to struggle to get them from school to their next appointment. You could be that person. You could commit an hour a week to help them. Or maybe you're just going to commit an hour a week to hang out with the kids so that that parent has a break, so they can go to the grocery store alone and not have to deal with meltdowns in terms of trying to buy food for the house. So those are practical ways, and you can be a respite care provider. Those things would be considered things that respite care providers do. It's a fancy word for babysitting and foster care. So you could connect with your local private foster family agency and see how you can get plugged in. It'll probably be easier for you to plug in with a private foster family agency versus going directly to the county, because it's such a big system. So it might take you a long time to get plugged in. So those are things that they could do. They could also participate in this other organization that I support. It's called Coins for College. I'm an advisor for them. I'm not an employee, but this organization, it touches my heart because the CEO is a former foster youth. And he's a foster youth who grew up not just in foster care. Him and I believe he has 6 siblings. He was placed in a group home at the age of 12 because they bounced around in so many homes. You'll hear his story if you look him up. His name is Joshua Samuel. He asked to go to a group home because it was more stable instead of being kicked out of foster home in New York. And so he has this mission and this passion with Coins for College. It's an ed tech platform. You can get the app on Google Play or on the Apple Store. It's about education, but it's more than that. And I'm going to direct people to the coinsforcollege.org website to learn more about it. It caught my attention because he was talking about how we could help. There is a niche of helping foster youth because that is his story. He lived that. He had some not so great experiences in foster homes. He had some not so great experiences in the group home. But he also had some amazing people that helped him along the way. And even as an adult, for him to become, the CEO of this company, he's a brilliant man. And he genuinely loves people and cares about people. So he created this organization. We can support Coins for College. Let's just say you're like, I don't have time to be watching any kids. I don't have time to make food for somebody, but I still want to find a way to support. Coins for College has an Amazon link. So when you shop their link, and you could buy whatever you just normally buy from Amazon, a portion of that goes to Coins for College. And then a portion of that is going to go back to the parents that are supporting kids in their education through the app. So it's going back into children and families. And the app was created to not just for kids to get to college, like that is the point, that is the point, but we know that kids are successful when their parents are engaged. So the app is created to make that link, that partnership with technology with your child and the parent, getting that parent engaged. The parent gets incentivized and the child gets incentivized.
Wow. So that's coinsforcollege.org.
Yes. Coinsforcollege.org.
All right. So those who are listening, right, if they want to help, probably what's best to do is if they want to help like on the ground is check out a local foster organization, private. If you want to sign up as a foster parent, awesome. If you want to support a foster family through respite, right, which is like basically babysitting.
Yeah.
Or, even supporting meals and all that, it's a great way to get involved. And even if you don't have the capacity for that, this coinsforcollege.com and the app really just helps set a lot of these young people up to have a brighter future, and you invest in their future. So there's several ways it can help.
Absolutely. And even if you're like, you could just be a parent that has kids, you could use the Coins for College app. You using the app is helping as well. So like there's so many different ways. Just use it. Or if you're a person who doesn't have kids, buy all your Amazon stuff through the app.